Okay, you may have heard this before, David, but this is inspired by something you posted on Facebook. What do futures hold? Time swells and shrinks and now falls back as demanded by the clocks. But is time really God or just a dusty torture for the punishment of sin? If God is love, if God is time, where is the mellow climax easing in the denouement? The sharpened corners, slowed down ride, deficient lift, the taste of now, and all the inconveniences of travel into space and trains and sports give texture to progression, freedom from perfection's freeze and trial. Submission to its rule is written into the song we know is tied to fate, a force that uses time to fill in all the gaps in scores and give us work to do. Youth, old age, the triumphs and love stories, hate and boredom all obey the flow inexorable or slow or maybe fast that sucks at arrogance and rage. A sponge, a hanger-on as dull as all eternity, as bright as a well-honed knife that doesn't cut but grates and swallows all minutiae we try to hold on to but lose. Its state is solid. Its state as solid liquid gas determines mood and headedness and drags us in its path. The call of heaven is a cure, the neediness for God and hatred too.
That's great. And how many of you are good at
Sorry. I'll try that line again if nobody interrupts. The call of heaven is a cure. The neediness for God and hatred too are just attempts at freedom from the slavery times holds us in because we are but flotsam bits. Our childhood dreams, so tied to time, give way to timeless illustrated sleep with age. Another gift accumulated as a trade of one thing for another, difficult to know and use. We have a choice to be used or used, for time is slippery, so we're dragged or swim along, and all the tricks and twists and twirls are carried along the rivulet or torrent where we float. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is called Wishes, Hopes. Washington Irving said, great minds have purposes.
I concealed her from the police because I knew they'd arrest me. By this time, I could see she was bad news, but I was in too deep, not concerned about sleep.
What is going on here?
She consumed my whole life's purpose. And in the process, she made me feel so worthless. I felt so ashamed when she
And okay, everyone, please mute yourselves. Bill, I'm going to mute everyone. And now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Washington Irving said, great minds have purposes, others have wishes. This is called Wishes, Hopes. Classy and brave, that's something I like. Well combed and together and neat, but that's not me and I've never been that. And you know, my mother stopped dressing me young. But I keep aspirations for accents and dresses and neat. Sure, but what I love I have hidden away behind a wall of belief. I've never been happy as a tempting lie to hide a want. To do it all over, to live once again, to mulligan mistakes is all the hope I hold out to the future or the past, or maybe to the past. The closing walls are not for me alone. They're for us all, I think. Do you really need what you want, or is it just more rock and roll? The echo chamber keeps me in the loop, and all you need is life. The future will not be the past we hope, or so we fear. And on we go, in search of old and ancient dreams, new dances, still pretending to our debtors that we've changed. We hear no screaming on the streets we walk, but turn up the ear pods loud. Oh, will it come? Oh, will she come? Oh, will they come? The hunger pangs may never fade, but still, for what and why? For can I still, and will they once again, and how much time? We hope one day to find a friend with wisdom to define the ache. And then one day our waiting friend will knock 3 times upon our door. I got any time left, David?
Yes, and sorry about the interruptions.
Okay. just a short one. Call this the caring. If I am here and not near you, is there a difference to be deplored or hailed? I imagine you curled and afraid or festive and forgetful, blanketed in reasons for silence, for grief, for joy. What reproof would be worthy? What help of some use? You are the light and the ache in my breast. You are the joy I would share like a smile at a heart's beating, and the warm red line of history flows on through kinship, war, and love. Thank you.